Hey everybody, I'm AdamHarry with
JayArr.
We're from BoLS, and today we are very pleased to bring you Marvel Crisis Protocol, the miniatures game, plus two of the upcoming expansions.
Yeah,
we have MODOK and Hulk as well.
Yes, this is a miniatures game of superhero combat. It has all the cool, like, 4-color action that you could possibly want.
That's right. This game is pretty sweet. You're going to be playing as Marvel heroes and villains, duking it out, throwing people through buses, throwing buses through people, throwing people through buildings, all the above.
Is it a bus?
Crazy.
Is it a building? Is it a person? You can throw it. We had a chance to kind of see this game at Gen Con, where they were kind of announcing and showing it off.
Yep.
And we were impressed then, and so, like, I'm super stoked to see it here.
Finally
in
get the packaging in our hands.
Grubby mitts, where we can, like, rip and tear into the packaging. Use Doom reference there.
Yeah.
This game, it feels like a cool superhero game. Let's just talk about what's inside and open up that box.
Yeah, real quick. This one is from Atomic Mass Studios, which has the working with Asmodee on this one. So we're pretty pleased and pretty pumped to get in here. So let's do it. All right, we just took the plastic wrap off. Let's do it, man.
Unbox.
Yes. Ooh, hey.
Pardon me.
Here we go.
Ooh.
Learn to play. We'll come back to this one. We'll probably do a whole video on the gameplay mechanics here, but as you can see, this one's got instructions of how to build everything, which we're actually really excited about these miniatures, by the way, because first off, city terrain, but secondly,
look at that.
Look at that terrain. Look at those minis,
man.
Look
at those minis. Look at all the detail.
Yeah, that's going to be fun.
The step-by-step construction guide. Oh, this is a book.
Yeah, we'll come back to that. We will come back to that.
We have your hero cards.
Hero and villains. Yeah.
Baron Zemo. Huh.
Yeah, we'll come back to those too.
I thought that was like 80s Deadpool.
Overall, we've got a lot more tokens.
Ooh,
we'll come back to these two. I think there's 2 sheets in here. We'll open those up. Plastic.
Oh
yeah.
This is the good stuff.
So this is going to stretch your hobby skills. This is not a prefab, painted type of a game. So definitely would recommend getting some good hobby clippers, some good plastic glue, and putting these bad boys together. And then, I mean, paint them. These guys are built. These guys are designed to be painted, man.
And it's in the way that they're like
crossbones.
The details of their minis are designed. Well, we'll show you when we get in closer. You can see what we're talking about. These are meant to be painted.
Yeah. Oh, that's like a bus or a car or something. Look at these bases, man.
I know, right? Like
detailed bases.
Manhole covers.
Yeah.
You can see they've got some like dumpsters and stuff in here.
That's cool. I love the detail in these, man. Oh, that's awesome.
And of course, you got some special dice. It looks like
D8s.
D8s, yeah.
And then more cards. Which we'll find out what these are for. These are Struggle for the Cube. And of course, hey, it paid off.
It paid off. Secret
compartments. Look at that.
There's a car.
There's a couple cars.
And then there's I don't know what this is. Oh, measurements. I bet those are the measuring parts.
Very cool. We're gonna clean all this stuff up, get it organized, and go back through it. All right, so we're gonna go through each of the sets of sprues and kind of talk about what we've got. This one that we're looking at right here. These are the movement tools here. And then these are the range tools here. There's 4 range tools and 3 movement tools. This was in that bag you saw. And JayArr, why don't you show us?
Yeah, I want to talk about these movement tools. These are awesome. So you can, like, of course, bend them to measure your distance. They're curved so that they fit right into the bases.
Yeah.
But what I really like is that each one of them, the short, the medium, and the long range, are all a different kind of movement type. I don't know if you can see on the camera.
But yeah, I've got like running here.
There's someone using their running and super speed. There's the Hulk. That's like a super jump. And then of course you have someone in flight.
And you can totally bend them around.
Yeah.
And do stuff like that.
They are meant to be played with. It's great.
Yeah, these range things are clearly attack ranges and stuff like that. They've got different things on them too. Like this one looks like a gun. It's like a crosshair and some other stuff.
This one,
there's like an energy blast.
Looks like a flame, and then this looks like a crazy super, like one of those charge up beams with all the swirly lines around it.
Yeah, Kamehameha wave. Wrong game, but still, great idea.
The point is, even in the measuring tools, even in the the rulers and stuff, they're evoking the theme of the game in a way that feels pretty dynamic.
Yeah.
Which is exciting. But I want to get into those Minis.
Let's do it. Let's move on to some more. Let's look at the train, though, because these train kits are really cool. I was really excited about these 2 cars. So real
these
fast,
are great.
Here's the instructions. These are not super difficult, but they're super cool looking.
Yeah, you just pop the wheels and the lights on where they need to go, and boom, you're done.
Yeah, and they actually have, these are taxis. They have the little taxi things on top, so those will be glued on top. But the assembly instructions are super easy to follow. These are really nicely detailed.
They're incredible
miniature cars.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, you can
and they're
see,
to scale.
License plate.
Yeah.
You can see the
doors.
The side mirrors.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
These things are
and the wheels are pretty well detailed as well. Like, these are just cool. Like,
I gotta say, like, having spent the last however many years looking at like Warhammer Fantasy or 40K minis, like it's both kind of weird but also kind of refreshing to see just normal, like a stoplight. That's exciting to me to see that right now, because you don't see that,
right,
except if it's the sci-fi BS version of a stoplight, and there's like it's a hologram or something.
Right. So these are pretty cool. That, just like JayArr saying, these are a couple of stoplights, a couple of street lights. Again, this just to have some terrain on the board, and they do have an in-game effect. You can have the whole pick them up and slam them up,
hit people with them. Everything that is here, you can play with somehow.
Yeah, these look like shop doors and windows, and that will actually be a part of the next set. And again, really nicely detailed. Fairly simple to assemble, but once you get them all painted up, they'll look realistic.
Super easy. You can, like, the stoplight just kind of slots over there, and then boom, it's got its own base built right in. Now let's take a look at the newsstand.
Yeah, this is really funny. If you guys can see that, it is the Daily Bugle.
Well, what else would it be?
Right, and this is a newsstand, so you can see here. There's the little newsstand area that you buy the newspapers
window
from.
Where you find all the stuff. There's the display.
Register. Yeah.
Oh wow! Look, there's the little racks and stuff.
You could buy comics from the comic book stand in the comic book game. It's perfect. But yeah, it's these buildings are true to scale, realistic for comics, and there's even some trash cans. So
because you're gonna throw
stuff
at someone, or
Speaking of trash
throw
cans,
a dumpster at them. These are 2 just straight up garbage dumpsters.
Yeah, these are pretty cool.
They got the flappy lids.
Yep.
They've got the little assembly, like the little stuff to hold them in on the sides. I don't know what the handles. Anyway, it's just really cool to see like these
clips,
big old dumpsters right here.
Yeah, so pretty cool stuff, and that's just the terrain. Now let's look at those minis. So real fast, we're gonna take a look at the villain minis first.
Yes.
Save the good guys for last, right? So I'm gonna go through these real quick. We have Doc right here on this sprue. Again, each villain is their own sprue. Super highly detailed. Really excited. I can't wait to build and paint these. So Doc here. We've got Crossbones. I think that's Crossbones. We've got no, sorry, that was Baron Zemo.
Yeah.
This one here is the Red Skull with the Cosmic Cube, I think. Then this one's Crossbones right here.
And then of course we've got
Ultron. This is pretty cool. So it's a kind of a strange mix of bad guys, but that's kind of the point.
That's what the game is all about. Is finding the different different combinations of superhero and supervillain team ups. One of my favorite moments in all of comics is from one of the Infinity Wars, when it's like Doctor Doom and Kang the Conqueror, and they're just they've teamed up to go try and steal the Infinity Stones, and
as they do.
It's so great because they're just talking to each other the whole time about detailed miniatures like the ones you see before you.
I don't think that's what they're talking about, but these are really, really nicely detailed miniatures. And I actually want to zoom in a little bit on one of these in particular, which will be Ultron. This is the one of the larger sprues. Doc Ock's another large option here, but you can kind of see there's lots of detail going on in here. The base has a really cinematic look to it. That's not the full base, because you're actually going to glue these guys onto other bases as well. We'll come back to those. But Ultron looks pretty rad. He's got lots of details going on. We were talking to Will Schick about these guys in Dallas, and they were talking about painting them and hobbying with these miniatures and stuff like that. They really wanted to bring some of that hobby aspect back to the miniatures gaming. However, they also wanted to make these miniatures not be intimidating to paint. So if you look closely at Ultron, and when we take a look at the heroes, we'll take a quick look at Spidey.
But you can see like some of the detail on his body is kind of, some of it's recessed, some of it's raised, and it's all done where like the different coloration and stuff would go. So you can do like they're basically designed to be cheated at with painting. Like, they're built knowing that you're going to cheat, knowing that you can just like do a wash and then you get the color where you need it to go, and you can just paint over the rest.
Exactly. If you're not an award-winning painter, they don't want you to feel bad for painting your miniatures. You could do some simple painting techniques. You could do some simple block painting where you just block out particular colors over specific areas and then hit those areas with a wash, and you will have pretty cool looking minis when you're done.
Yeah.
If you are one of those crazy award-winning painter guys, then thanks for watching, number one. But number two, you're gonna have a blast.
Yeah, because these are built for all your cheating tricks and tips to go and go to town with.
Like Doc Ock, for instance, like his octopus arms are screaming to be painted up some non-metallic metals.
Yeah.
And he's just got some cool details. I love the fact that his arms are actually crossed because he's using his octopus arms to do all the work like normal.
Exactly.
But Doc Ock's here, he's got the pincers and stuff like that. These will be challenging and fun to build, but not crazy difficult. And at the same time, there's so much detail here built in, like JayArr was saying. There's a lot of raised and recessed parts that are just going to be a joy to paint.
It's meant to draw you into the hobby.
Right.
Let's look at some of the good guys.
Yeah.
All right, now we're taking a look at the heroes of Marvel Crisis Protocol. We have got Captain Marvel, Spider-Man, Iron Man, Captain America, and the Black Widow, of course.
Yep.
Again, all of these have incredible levels of detail on their minis. Like if you can see on Cap's shield, his star and circle pattern is built there onto the shield, so it'll
that's Cap shield.
Yeah, it's iconic. All of that stuff is there with the detail sculpted in. I love in particular the lining, the web lines on Spider-Man.
Yeah, let's actually zoom in closer here. We'll come back. Actually, I want to look at each one of these individually too, just because they are the heroes, right? So, want to get a closer look at that. There's Spidey.
Yep.
And you can see, again, the lining on the web here is actually recessed. So when you're painting this, you can just hit that with a wash, and the vacuum suction of just using a wash over that lining will actually suck the liquid into those recesses, and it's capillary action is what it is. So you're just using physics to paint at that point if you use a wash.
Yeah. Also,
it'll look awesome.
And you can tell Spider-Man's been doing some squats because I mean, dang.
Yeah, he's been hitting them weights, man.
Yeah.
That's Spidey. He's in a cool pose. We'll show that off here when we show the instructions.
They're all very dynamically posed and just ready to evoke that action. Here we've got Captain America.
Yep. Obviously, so again, closer look at that shield. You can see the stars and stripes pattern going on there. Very cool stuff. There's the inside of the shield, which is also detailed, which is super cool.
Oh, cool! And on his arm, they've got the straps built, so that's even detailed. So that when
he's shield chucking somebody, shield bashing somebody, you know what's up. Next up here is Carol Danvers herself, Captain Marvel. Marvel. She's got crazy looking hair. Her sash ribbon thing going on here.
She's going all Super Saiyan.
Yeah, she will smash around. She's one of the characters that can fly and super speed and all that fun stuff. So pretty powerful, pretty cool looking.
Well, and I'm excited to see like the super strength stuff that she's got here. Yeah. We've got everyone's favorite. Spoiler alert, Rip. But who knows for how long? Iron Man.
Is he back yet? I don't know in the comics anymore at this point. Especially whenever you're watching this video. He may be alive at this point. I don't know
they might just have announced that he's coming back in
the suit could be empty for all I know. I don't know anymore. But here's Iron Man's suit. I mean, it's Tony Stark, clearly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really cool. It's very rare to see like that kind of form-fitting armor done very well, but here it is. Like he's got robo abs.
He does have robo abs,
and they look believable. It's really cool.
Really cool stuff. And then finally we have Black Widow, the ultimate assassin, of course.
And
Natasha
she's
Romanoff.
Definitely a hero. She's never ever been suspected of being a traitor.
Nope, never been a violent offender of any type.
Probably
definitely a hero.
Doesn't have any kind of rule around double agents or anything.
Very cool stuff. We also have Hulk and M.O.D.O.K, which are separate boxes, but we're going to go ahead and take a look at those right now. Before we get into the Hulk, I do want to show off the packaging real fast because it looks like a comic book.
Yeah.
It's got the thing here. It's got the issue
number
up top, which is CP for Crisis Protocol 04. Obviously, Crisis Protocol miniatures game, all that stuff on the front. Pop in the box. Here's what kind of stuff you'll find in here.
You know, it says you wouldn't like me when I'm angry, but I don't know. I think if I were using the Hulk, I would like him very much to be angry because Bruce Banner is going to get beaten up real bad by, Crossbones or Baron Zemo even.
Yeah, but the Hulk, not so much. This is a read this first. This is an instruction booklet. This is just how to build a Hulk. And as you can see, he's not super duper complicated to put together, folks.
It's just a simple 14-step process, 15 if you count gluing him onto the base.
Yeah, but again, very doable.
And you can see they're kind of like that cool, like, hide-the-seams push fit.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. We'll take a look at the mini in a second. I want to go through the rest of the contents. This is just a piece of cardboard. That was used.
Then of course you've got his hero card. You've got his own special tokens, including
Looks some gamma ray.
I see some gamma powers. Oh, there we go.
All right.
And you've got the crisis card.
Gamma launch, anger management, seeing red. A couple different options here. Some other cards, special rule stuff. Here's his hero card with his stat block.
Special moves.
Yep, all that fun stuff.
Which are strong.
Boom. And then there's another, I think this is a slightly different version, or it could be the same one. I'm not entirely sure yet. I think they're the same. Strike, Thunderclap, Hulk Smash. Yep. Gamma Leap, all that stuff looks the same. So maybe it's just double-sided for easy reference. And then, boom, the tokens. Now the mini. I'm really excited about this one.
Hulk Smash.
Hulk Smash, indeed. He's got 3 sprues, it looks like, total, if you count the base, JayArr.
Yeah, let's count the base.
Yeah.
Which has its own cool, like, city street design.
Yeah.
And it's at a scale that makes the Hulk feel even bigger than he is. Like, that's a manhole cover right there. And that's about right for how big the Hulk is.
Right. That's pretty cool looking, and he's obviously jacked. He's been hitting the gym. He's the Hulk, right?
Yeah.
He's got the torn pants, but yeah, you saw the instructions on how to put them together. It's actually not that bad, and like JayArr was saying, it's definitely designed the hide the seams with kind of that lock fit bits. So those giant blocks on there are not sprue that you're going to cut off.
They're going to
help lock
in place. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the way that FFG would put together some of their movies.
Yeah, definitely.
And of course, we've got the Hulk hands, which, as far as I can tell, don't make noise when you punch them against things. You'll have to do that yourself.
Right. Make your own sound effects with this game. I'm actually looking forward again to building and painting this bad boy up myself. If I can convince the powers that be to take this one home, we'll see what happens. But yeah, that is the Hulk. He looks pretty rad. Now let's check out MODOK. Next up, we have MODOK. Now, comic book quiz out there time. JayArr, what does MODOK stand for?
Mental organism designed only for killing, or sometimes it's mobile, or sometimes it's mechanized.
Yeah.
But it's the big boy with the big brain himself. He used to be Dr. George Carlson. Now he is an evil brain robot. Yep. He killed his creators and took over AIM for a while.
Ooh. Why don't you take a look at that? I'm going to flip this one open. Here's the instructions again, like we saw earlier. That's how to put MODOK together.
He is, unlike the Hulk, much easier to put together because there's like really 2 parts to him.
Yeah. Well, it's like an 8 or 9 step process. It's not that bad.
It's easy, but I mean, mostly it's put together the central chair and face.
Yep.
And then stick on the arms and legs.
Right. And again, same deal here. You get the card. You get the hero card. You get the extra cards. As well as some cards for his powers in this case. So you have like Psychic Fortress, Aim Lackeys, and Recalibration Matrix. And then the Daily Bugle card here, Alien Ship Crashes in Downtown. And then you also get your tokens. And then finally the hero card as well.
Or the villain card.
Villain card. See, and that one definitely has two different art things going on here. So I'm curious. Again, I don't know the rules yet. We haven't looked at those. So I don't know why there's two versions of the card, but we'll find out.
It looks like they're definitely different.
They are definitely different. So, okay. What's next?
All right, next up, here we
The
go.
artwork was definitely different.
We've got the, well, and so are the abilities.
Yeah.
We've got the Mini himself. This is the miniature organism designed only for killing.
Bingo, I like it.
He's so small. I would be making this face too if I had that haircut
Ouch.
for all eternity in
Ouch.
comics history.
That looks like the similar size base of the Hulk,
Yeah, it
too.
looks like-
actually the same one, actually.
Pretty much.
Yeah, so very cool. The face, there's the sculpt, which,
can
again, yeah, very nice looking sculpt. Let me zoom in a little bit. It is a bad haircut, but he's a bad guy, so I don't feel bad.
I do like that they have modeled in like the flame propulsion, and you can even see there's like the little column of flame that he's floating on.
Yeah, you're right.
Which is really cool. That I mean, that could easily have just been, let's put a clear base there, you know. Let's do something like that, but instead they took the opportunity to show off that like cool comic book feeling.
Yeah.
Which is kind of the running theme for Crisis Protocol. They really want to make you feel like you're getting that experience, and they're lavishing attention to detail, which it makes a huge difference. Like, that's a small thing, but it just makes that mini pop.
For sure. I couldn't have said it better myself, JayArr. Well done. Next up, though, I think it's time to go through those rules.
Let's do it.
Okay, here's the Learn to Play booklet. Now, again, we're not going to do a full rules breakdown. Obviously, we don't have the miniatures built right now, so we can't do that.
Right.
But we wanted to touch on some of the highlights of this book.
Yeah, we can kind of show you what you're getting in for. And again, as Adam pointed out, it's kind of done up like a comic book.
Absolutely.
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Let's dive in.
They have a strong theme, and they're definitely leaning into it. We like that. There's a table of contents. We're not going to go through that, but you get the idea. Here's everything that you're going to get in the box. Of course, MODOK and Hulk, they're their own thing that's separate. But you do get all 10 of the heroes. You get all the bases. You get the terrain pieces, all that fun stuff.
You get your
the
tactics
tokens.
cards, your crisis cards.
Absolutely. So the game revolves around picking teams of heroes or villains and fighting them out for missions.
Yeah.
These missions are and missions and scenarios are designed by the players using crisis cards.
Here we go.
So what'll happen is there's these two separate decks of crisis cards, and then as you get more heroes, there'll be more crisis cards, and they've got the set and stuff like that here. But you're going to pick two of these cards to generate your mission, essentially. The missions are typically going to have one secure and one extraction, so there's definitely going to be something that both players are fighting over, which makes sense.
Yeah.
You also have these other cards, which kind of show you how to set up the different objectives and things like that. So you can kind of randomize the missions just by drawing from those or picking them blind. So that's one way they're doing the missions in this game. We're not going to go through the rules, but I do want to show off the character card, and we did learn why there's two sides to every card.
Yes.
So the heroes and villains start off as there's two sides of the cards. One side is the healthy side. The other side is the injured side. So the Hulk, for instance, as we saw,
doesn't make a difference. He's always angry.
yeah.
But
MODOK,
MODOK, for instance, can definitely get beaten up and hurt, and the abilities
the art changed,
they have.
So you know.
The art changes. The abilities they have change.
Yeah.
So it kind of.
Depending on the hero, things can change for their stats and their different abilities and things like that. So do want to mention that real quick.
There's a lot that goes into the stats.
There's a lot of information in here, and on the cards, a quick breakdown there, all that stuff. We're not going to get into that. Do you want to talk about the measuring here? Because this is one of the unique things about the game. Obviously, movement, you're going to use those S, M, or L for the movement stats, pretty much, and then most of the range attacks are going to use the other range rulers.
But
one
thing that you'll also get is that these tools are used for more than just they're used to measure distance, but you have more than just when your model is moving or shooting to measure distance. If you're throwing someone, for instance, or if you're
there's a couple examples over here.
If you're throwing someone, or if you're doing an attack that pushes or pulls someone toward or away from you, you can use the tools to kind of like
angle it correctly to determine the range at which they have to stay within,
and to readjust your positioning and stuff like that. And that's important because Spider-Man's got webs, he'll pull them into a punch or onto the ground. Iron Man's got his repulsor blasts.
Yep.
The Hulk can pick someone up and chunk him.
Yeah, and there's rules for all of that in here. I'm going to skip back a little bit here just to talk about the different phases in the game.
Yeah.
And actually, instead of going through the book to show those off, because these are all very, I'm sure, very easy to read on camera here, but there's a quick reference guide in the back that does a really good job of just giving you a real high-level overview here for the game.
Okay.
Power phase, activation phase, cleanup phase. It's pretty straightforward. There's an attack sequence here. It looks complicated. It's not.
Yeah, it's just breaking down everything.
Yeah.
A lot of this stuff is as simple as I'm playing a card. I'm going to punch that guy.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, but how do you actually punch that guy?
Right.
But it's just there so that you can have like complex interactions so you can do things like punch someone through a brick wall.
Right. They want to Atomic Mass Studios has this game built so that it's going to answer those questions when you read the rules, so that you understand the different points at which the actions are taking place, so that you can do stuff like JayArr was saying, like instead of punching this guy, I'm gonna declare a target, which is the car, and the action is going to be to punch the car into you or whatever. So you can do stuff like that.
And it feels like it's being designed with like expansion in mind.
Definitely.
So that like as they create more heroes, because you know they're gonna, you have the rules framework is already there, and it's already robust enough to account for the various things that they'll do.
Yep. And again, there's a whole terrain section in here. You can throw a terrain feature like we've been saying the whole time. That is a total thing you can do here.
Yep.
So get ready for throwing cars, folks, because that's going to be pretty cool.
You can dodge as well. Yep. You can do all kinds of things.
Yep. A whole bunch of stuff about the different character overviews and stuff. All that really cool info. You get to see the models actually built and painted really nicely. So that's pretty cool. And real fast, before we wrap up, I do want to show off these two cards, which they're the same but front and back here. JayArr mentioned expansions, and a little spoiler here.
Ooh!
If you look here, there's more names on those cards than were included in the box. So, yeah, we might be seeing Killmonger, Loki for the Cabal here, and for the Avengers,
Black Panther,
Thor,
and
Black Panther, Vision. Yeah.
Ooh, so, that's exciting. That's exciting.
Yeah. There are also, before we go, there are also team-up cards, special cards that do special attacks and things like that. They all have really cool artwork. We're not going to show all these off, but they're in the box.
You know at some point when they get that X-Men expansion, that fastball special is coming.
We'll see.
You know that's coming.
We'll see. Unconfirmed. But, yeah, that's pretty much it for Crisis Protocol. Well, folks, that was everything inside the new Crisis Protocol core set. I hope you enjoyed this one. We're both really pumped about this one.
We're stoked to see this come out. We're even more excited to watch the scene kind of grow around.
Yeah. If you are looking to challenge your hobby skills and also challenge your friends to heroes smashing villains on the tabletop, this game is for you.
Check out Marvel Crisis Protocol. Get the core set, get MODOK, get the Hulk, do it all.
Smash it together. That, again, is from Atomic Mass Games. Go check them out as well. We're really excited about this project and can't wait to see more from this game. I'm AdamHarry.
I'm JayArr.
We're both from BoLS Souls.
Thanks for watching.
Click to subscribe. Check out more videos. And thanks for watching.